Hello, and welcome back to Let's Play Freelancer. My name is Marlo. This is part 3 of our journey through this space opera. And when we left off, we had, we'd just been cut loose to kind of do our own thing. So we've accepted an assassination mission against a pirate. And so we're going to go do that mission. We have to earn a certain amount of money before we can continue on with the story. So, we're going to launch to space. Because we're leaving space with the mission, we again have a little summary here. We're going after Rod Emerson, a dangerous pirate. Alright, let's go get him.
Freelancer Alpha 1-1, this is Planet Pittsburgh. Planetary docking cleared. Good luck out there.
Okay, so there are 3 different kind of...
Your target can be found at the mission waypoint. Refer to the nav map for specific instructions.
Right, there are 3 different kind of speeds that you can travel. One is about 79 to 80. Whatever that's supposed to... Whatever unit of measurement that is, I don't really know. Then, of course, you can thrust using the tab key up to 199. Now, your thruster will go down in power and it'll recharge when you let go of the button. You use it a lot in combat to help with maneuvering, and you can get better thrusters that don't make you go any faster, but you can thrust for longer before they run out of juice. And then there is the 3rd speed, and that is cruise. Now at cruise speed, which is, and we'll just autopilot to the waypoint here at cruise speed, it caps out at 299. You cannot fire your guns. I'm trying to fire right now, can't do it. You cannot fire your guns when you're at cruise speed. And then of course there's the speed that you go when you're in a trade lane, but you know, that's just kind of its own special little deal. We will be in trade lanes a fair amount in this game, but we're also going to be kind of piloting on our own as well. So our mission, of course, is to go out to this area and we'll attack the enemies that we find there. Now, down here, this is kind of what you can target. This means everything within range. It's sometimes a little bit too much. Any loot that happens to be out in space that you have freed up by removing it forcefully from your opponent's ships. Bases and other objects relatively stationary objects in space. Trade lanes would appear on this one. Any ships within range, which there aren't any right now because we're in the middle of nowhere. And mission related things. We'll leave it on mission related things most of the time in this Let's Play. Now you can fire individual weapons, groups. You can make groups of weapons.
You're getting to our leader.
I don't find that to be
not there. Keep
terribly useful.
Until we can pick it up again.
Yeah, so our primary target is not here, so we just need to deal with these guys until they can track him down for us. So this is a mission against the Junkers. The Junkers are a faction that, well, they're scavengers essentially of the many debris fields that exist in human space. That's right, even in the 29th, 30th century, whatever this game is, we're still pretty junky. Humans haven't really changed in that regard. And he's doing enough damage to our shields to actually make a little bit of a dent. Alright, we got that guy. We're going to tractor in anything we can. As usual, try to help maximize our profits. And okay, so there's Rod Emerson. I have him targeted. Now, we might as well go for him first. No reason not to. The reason for that is that as soon as he has been killed, the mission is actually over and is successful. We don't have to kill his buddy here, but we probably will because he might have stuff that we want to tractor into our ship. Alright, so we got him.
Mission commission signing off.
So the mission is technically complete right now. We can stop what we're doing and go back to the base. We're go back to some other, or go to some other base. One of the things I like about this system is that you are not forced to return to the base where you were when you accepted the mission. We could, now that the mission has taken place, we are free to do whatever we want to do. After all, we're a freelancer. We work for ourselves primarily. And we've almost got this guy taken care of. And like I say, we're just doing that to see if we... Okay, yeah, we could tractor some things in. So we'll take a look at that in a minute. Now, we want to... we might as well head back to Planet Pittsburgh. It's probably the closest point of civilization. You can target things on the nav map. You can zoom in and then click on the planet and target it. And then just hit F2 and you're on your way back. Now there are different kinds of combat missions you can take. Some of them are just search and destroy, kind of a group of enemy ships. Sometimes the faction that has hired you for the mission will provide some assistance, and you'll be joined by NPC friendlies when you get there. There are other missions where you are asked to require a particular piece of cargo, so you have to destroy the ship that's carrying it and then tractor it in. And then sometimes you're asked to kill a particular individual, like we just were. You can also be asked to capture that individual, in which case you would have to tractor his life pod. Life pods generally only exist in those types of missions. You tractor in his life pod, and you would have to bring it back to the planet for that. You would have to return that person to the planet, or they would tell you where you could return him. But generally speaking, you don't have to do that. Now, there are some rogues that have within range of us. We'll go into turret mode here and look at them. This is neat. You can kind of see what your ship looks like. Okay, they're way behind us. I'm not worried about that. But yes, just flying around in space, you can and will encounter certain, certain things, certain ships, depending on where you are. We're a bit off the beaten track, so we're more likely to encounter things like, rogues and junkers and kind of the non-legals. I tell you what, we're going to go to a different base now. That we haven't been to before. We'll go to one of the space stations, since I don't believe that we have docked on one of those at this point in the LP. So we're going to dock with the trade lane, and we're not going to worry about those rogues. Now, this is the same trade lane that we came down in the first mission, where we were jumped by the rogues. We could be jumped again. It is entirely possible that the trade lane could be attacked while we're in it, and there could be bad guys here that we would have to deal with. It doesn't happen every time. It just is kind of random. Now, if you're friendly with the bad guys, they will hack, the trade lane, attack the trade lane, and then, then they don't do anything. They just say hi to you, or they just ignore you if you're neutral. All right, we're going to dock with Fort Bush.
Dock.
So again, we just hit the dock button, and the computer takes care of the rest. This is not a game like, Evocron Mercenary, for example.
Pattern is full. You will be cleared to proceed when it's free.
Oh, look, we're waiting in line. That's fun. But no, this is not a game like Evocron Mercenary, where docking has to be performed manually. Although that is a great game. If you've never played it and you like space sims, you should really check that game out. But yeah, it's docking and things like that are pretty automated in this game, which can be nice as well. But spacecraft.
Freelancer Alpha 1-1. You are now cleared to dock.
Spacecraft maneuvering of that kind is not really the focus of this game. This game has a lot of atmosphere. I think it has good music. I think it has a neat story. And a few interesting characters. And you'll actually, we're going to encounter a couple of voice actors whose names you will recognize and whose voices you might recognize before I can even tell you who they are. But that'll come a little bit later. Alright, so we're docking at the station. I'm going to skip through that. And again, the screens are very similar. You'll notice that there's no ship dealer on this station. This station is just too small. They don't have a ship dealer. If we wanted to buy a ship, we would have to go somewhere else. There are stations that are shipyards, and then of course there are planets, and a few other larger stations will sometimes have ships for sale, but this one doesn't. So let's go to the commodities dealer. And well, you know, before we do that, we should look at our status. Now, our net worth is now $14,757. I don't know what's in our cargo hold. We're about to look. But whatever it is could very easily take our net worth up to the level that we're supposed to get to. So that stuff counts. Alright, let's sell what we have. Okay, we have 4 food rations, a couple units of oxygen, and 1 scrap metal. So a little pocket change. We'll go to the equipment dealer to see if we picked up any equipment. And you can look at your inventory screen up here to see if you have. But there's not much point in doing that because you still have to come talk to these guys to sell it anyway. So you might as well just come here and do it. Okay, I don't think we picked up anything else. Yeah, okay. I don't see any equipment that I think is going to be a significant upgrade. There are different kinds of guns that we could equip, but is this better than what we have? It probably is. Well, it is. But I think we'll stick with what we have for right now. Those guns seem to be working pretty well. Let's go to the bar. We haven't quite made enough money to, you know, reach that next threshold. So there's several people here. There are various rumors and bribes and things of that nature. I'm not going to worry too much about these every single bar we go into, but I really like the rumors. There's a lot of good flavor text in the rumors, and if you play this game, I would recommend reading them as much as you can. And again, with the bribes and things like that, the game is going to hijack our reputation at certain points anyway, so there's not much point in worrying about our reputation. So let's look at the job board. Okay, here's one for 2,500. That's what I'm talking about. Now, this one wants us to destroy his ship and retrieve his escape pod and then come back to Fort Bush. So, we're going to accept this job. And as you can see, these non-story missions go pretty quickly, and these are the kind of missions that you would do if you, you know, once the story mission is over and you're just kind of playing permanently in free roam mode. So this tells us where we're going to go. So let's do it.
Freelancer Alpha 1-1. This is Fort Bush. You are cleared for launch. Good luck out there.
Alright, so we just need to target the waypoint and
You'll find our
autopilot
uploaded
towards
data
it.
in your nav map. Look there for waypoint information and further instructions.
You know, I may not be recording all of the random missions that I do in this game because, you know, this is kind of the format of the game. You do a couple of story missions, then you get turned loose to do some random missions until you get up to a certain net worth, and then you do another story mission or two. And that cycle just kind of rinses and repeats itself. And I don't know if you all are interested in watching me go out on a lot of these random missions. There's not just a ton of variety in them. I wish there was more variety. It's kind of one of the weaker points of the game. So what I may start doing is doing the random missions off camera and, you know, just filming the story missions. But, you know, let me know. You can let me know in the comments if you're interested in seeing the random missions, or maybe you're interested in seeing them for a while, and then later on we can kind of cut some of those out. I'll be happy to do what you, the viewer, would like me to do. But for now, we'll continue to do them because we only, my guess is that this will be the last mission we have to do before the next story mission. Alright, here are the
We read that
roads.
your primary target's not there. Keep fighting until we can pick it up again.
You're not getting to the boss. No way, no how.
Again, our intel is not fantastic. This is a recurring theme in random missions.
Weapons are ready.
It doesn't always happen that way, but It's not unusual. Not unusual for you to get to the spot only to find out that you are, in fact, in the wrong spot. So, we got to take these guys out, and once we do, we should get another waypoint that will lead us to the right spot.
You're no match for me.
Oh, he's showed up. Now, you can actually blow parts off their ship. You can have parts blown off your ship, which is inconvenient. And your nanobots that, you know, kind of are your health potions, so to speak, in this game, don't fix that damage. If I see them, you know, see a portion of their ship get blown off, I'll point it out. But you can actually, lose weapons because of it, and have to replace them, which really is no fun because weapons can get very expensive in this game. Alright, we have to track her in his escape pod. Again, technically, we can leave right now. We don't have to kill this guy, but we can do it fairly quickly. So why not? Who knows? Sometimes you get a gun out of it or something. That you can, I don't know that I would use the gun. It would kind of depend on what it was and what the stats were. But, you know, if you do get a weapon, you can usually sell it for good bit of money. So, we're going to go to the waypoint now that we've tractored his ship into our hold. And if you look in the inventory, let's look at our cargo here. There's the escape pod. That's him right there, mission cargo. So, we could not, you can't eject it, you can't sell it, anything like that. You're stuck with it. So, sorry about that, I bumped the microphone. So we'll head back to this trade lane. You could just head right back to Fort Bush, but it would actually take longer. It is actually faster to go to the trade lane. Now, one thing you can do, a little trick, is you can fly up to it. Let's get a little bit of distance away so I can show you. Yeah, you can fly up to it, and you're looking for the one with the green lights. That's green means go. And instead of hitting dock when you're far away, just hit dock when you get right up on it. And it saves you some time trying to dock with the trade lane. Now, you can't really do that with the space stations and the planets, unfortunately. It doesn't quite work that way, because you do have to kind of get lined up with, and see, look, there's a lot of ships here. You have to get lined up with the station in the right place. So we can see all these ships. The green ones are companies or factions that we're allied with. White, again, is neutral.
Roger that.
Dock.
Stand by. Pattern is full. You will be cleared to proceed when it's free.
We're waiting in line again. This is a busy area of...
1-1. You are now cleared to dock.
This is a very busy area of
This
the New
is
York
Liberty
system.
Police, Beta 15 to Freelancer, Outfit 1-1. I'm commencing a scan on your cargo bay for contraband.
Oh, this
Well,
is fun.
you're clear. I didn't find anything.
Police and militaries will sometimes scan your cargo bay to see if you're carrying any illegal goods. There are actually illegal goods you can smuggle in this game. It's not hard to smuggle. The police aren't very good at catching you. But it is possible, and kind of an interesting little thing that you can do in the game. Now, oh look, because of our mission success and our payment, we have received enough money to advance to level 3, and we're being told to meet Junie in Manhattan. So, but before we do that, let's go through the usual routine. We tractored some stuff in, but I don't know what it is. I thought we did. Okay. Alright, so we got this gun. We tractored this gun in. It is relatively undamaged. It, see, the projectile speed is only 600 meters per second. Ours is 750 meters per second. So we don't want to... I wouldn't use this gun with the guns that we have now. It's not a bad gun. I just wouldn't use it with the guns that we have right now because it would mess up our lead indicator in combat and make it more difficult to actually hit the ships that we're trying to destroy. So we're going to leave that Well, we're not going to put it on our ship. We're going to sell it. It's only 250 credits, but it's better than a poke in the eye with a sharp stick. Right, we still can't upgrade our thruster, and that's fine. We have enough nanobytes and shield batteries. Yeah, so... Okay, now we are going to go meet Junie. Well, let's look at our status screen. Okay, so our current net worth is now 18,169 because of money that we have made, and we... to get to the next level, we have to do a mission. That means not just any mission. When you see that on this screen, that means in particular a story mission. If you're ever curious how much cash you have on hand, just click on the inventory screen and you'll see we have 7,935 credits on hand. So let's go back to the planet to meet up with Junie for our next story mission. Alright, and technically this is it's a mission, technically, to go meet Junie. Now, I'll say this. I don't have to do this. I don't have to go meet Junie. Now, the story won't proceed, and I still can't leave Manhattan space, so, and the LP would be kind of boring, so we have lots of reasons to go meet Junie. But when you're playing the game, if you want to do a few more missions and upgrade your ship some more, or, you know, that kind of thing, you certainly can do that if you want to run a couple more missions, because you're just, you know, a few credits away from being able to purchase that new fighter before you go meet Junie for the next story mission. Feel free to do that. She will pop up every once in a while on your screen and remind you to come meet her, which can be a little annoying, but nothing bad will happen if you take your time. But we're going to go ahead and go straight there.
Trent, this is Junie. I have a new assignment for you if you're interested. Meet me on Manhattan. King and I will be waiting for you in the bar.
Alright, so we're going to go back through the trade lane. And we're going to land on the planet. Just like we have before. We are going to go to the shipyard when we get there, though, and look at one of the fighters that they have. I think might be worth an upgrade. I'm not sure if we have enough money. Well, we have enough money, but we'll need more equipment on the ship that I have in mind. So I'm not sure if we will have enough money to do all of that. I think we will. And if we do, we'll probably go ahead and buy that ship because we'll be able to equip at least one more gun.
Understood. Stand by. Pattern is full. You will be cleared to proceed when it's free.
Of course, having one more gun will be helpful in all the combat missions that we are doing. Now, when we land...
Freelancer Alpha 1-1, you are now cleared to land.
Right, when we land, there's a very good chance that there's going to be another cutscene. Usually, when you come meet up with Junie for another story mission, a lot of times there's a cutscene. So, let's see what happens. I honestly don't remember.
You are now
Okay, no cutscene there. The cutscene may not occur until we actually click on the bar, so we're not going to do that just yet. We're going to go to the ship dealer, and we're going to talk to the ship dealer. And the fighter that I'm really interested in is this one right here, the Patriot Light Fighter. This is the same ship that King has been flying. I don't think you can zoom in on it. You can use your mouse to kind of rotate the ship around. It doesn't work terribly well, but you can, you know, kind of see what it looks like. Anyway, King, that we've been flying missions with, has been flying around one of these fighters. Most of the police forces in Liberty use these light fighters. So it's a pretty good ship overall. It's definitely an upgrade from what we have. It's an upgrade in armor. It's an upgrade in gun and turret mounts, cargo space. I mean, literally, it's an upgrade almost all the way around. So let's select this ship. Now let me show you how this works. Now we can transfer things over. What it will do if we sell it to if we sell this over, it reduces the cost of the ship. See, so the cost of the ship is going down. Actually, you know what? Before we do this, I want to go to the equipment dealer and make sure. I want to see what guns they have here, because not only do we need to buy this ship, but we need to put some guns on it, and we're going to need. Okay. Alright. Yeah, so I think we can do this. Let's tell you what, in case I'm doing the math wrong, which is extremely possible, let's give the game a save. Oops, I've pushed the wrong button. Let's give the game a save, just in case. We'll call it LP3, in case I'm kind of estimating wrong. And let's go forward with the transaction here. Alright. So, yeah, items sold to the dealer will reduce the cost of the new ship. Now, if we transfer all of these across, it reduces the cost a bit. I don't think.
Ship purchase complete.
See, I think that's not going to leave us with enough money. Let's look and see. Okay, it does. It does. It does. Alright, we're going to get 4. And see, we can equip 4 guns now. We're going to equip 4.
Mounted. Mounted.
No, we're not. Okay. That's what I was afraid of. Alright, let's load the game here. Yeah, sorry for my poor math skills. Math is not a strong point of mine. Alright, let's do this. We're just going to buy the ship. We're going to leave these guns on here. We're just going to buy the ship.
Ship purchase complete.
And let's take a look at the screen now. Yeah, and we still have $5,000 to play with. So, what we're going to do is we're going to look at the Justice Mark III, which is a Class 3 weapon, and it has a projectile speed of 750. These also have a projectile speed of 750. The Lava Blade is a better gun than the 3 that we have. We can't afford to deck it out yet, but we will. We will. So now we're going to be mismatched a little bit, but our projectile speeds match, so our aiming will be okay. It just might, we're just going to be firing some different looking projectiles in space, which if you're kind of OCD, might kind of bother you. Fortunately, I'm not OCD. Okay, we're going to sell the shield that came with it and re-equip our shield. We still can't upgrade our thruster because we just haven't been to the right places yet, but we will soon enough. Okay, so what I'm going to do then is I'm going to go back to the weapons, and we can afford, if we sell this, we can afford, well, I have to find it again, another Justice Mark III.
Mounted.
Yeah, there we go. Now, we could do another one, but I'm going to leave us a little money, just in case. So, alright, so we're ready to go into the bar. Let's do that, and I think a cutscene is likely to play, so I'm going to be quiet for a minute. Okay, no cutscene there, but there will be when we click on Junie, so let's do that.
Good to see you again, Trent.
Well, now that we're all here, the LSF has an important mission for you. Are you interested?
Alright, our objective is to capture an artifact smuggler. The LSF has received information that a wanted criminal, Sean Ashcroft, is attempting to move a shipment of illegal alien artifacts into the New York system. So, this is a moderate risk mission. We'll get 4,500 credits for completing it. A little bit of backstory here. You would find this out if you read through the news articles in the news board here in the bar, or well, on any bar. But the human race has had no contact. Unlike a lot of science fiction, in this science fiction world, the human race has not had any contact with alien life since it came to this sector. It didn't have any contact with alien life when it was back on Earth. However, on various planets that the humans have visited and have colonized in this area of space, alien artifacts have been found. They are illegal in almost every government's space because it's unknown. You know, the government is worried about harmful effects these alien artifacts might have. So they're smuggled. Rich people will apparently pay a lot of money for them, but the governments are worried that they might be dangerous. Just because they're alien artifacts and they don't really know what they're for or what they were used for, or if they might be biologically dangerous, or any number of reasons. Radioactive, who knows? They really don't know much about them, so they've made them illegal. That's why this is kind of happening here, is that there is this smuggler of alien artifacts that we're going to try to go after. So of course we're going to accept this mission.
Yeah, sounds good.
Alright, here are the details. The LSF has got a line on a smuggler who's been moving artifacts in and out of Liberty space.
What sort of artifacts? Alien. They're very old and fetch a huge price among collectors as high art. Liberty purposely monitors and restricts their trade, but the LSF is about to ban them altogether under orders of the President.
Can I finish, please? Okay. This smuggler's name is Sean Ashcroft. He's been under investigation for a while. Now we have information that he's going to try and move a shipment into New York through the Colorado Gate. We want him. Your job is to stop the convoy before it reaches New York and bring him in for interrogation. Now he's probably got help, so be careful. I'm uploading the access code to the Colorado Gate into your neuronet now. I'll also have a scanner and tractor beam installed in your ship.
Wait. Tell him about the bonus.
What about the bonus?
I've got the access codes to the rest of the Liberty Gates. You can have them once you deliver Ashcroft.
Really?
Really.
Trent, I've got a pit stop to make. I'll see you in space.
All right.
So, we're going to, I believe, visit another solar system in this mission, and once we finish this mission, we'll be able to do missions in other portions of Liberty, in other solar systems as well. So, that's pretty cool. Alright, let's go out to the launch pad. If I remember correctly, another cutscene is about to play.
Lonigan, is that you? When did they release you from medical?
You think you're safe, but you're not.
What are you talking about?
What do you think happened on Freeport 7?
It was blown to dust, like my ship, my ore ship, and my million credits that, by the way, you still owe me.
Easy come, easy go.
No. We had a deal.
A deal that died with the station. Oh, that all seems so long ago now. Doesn't matter anyway. They want us all dead.
Who wants us all dead?
Men, government men, you know. They'll find the manifest. They'll know who was there. They're already after me. Yeah. But I'm smart. I escaped from medical.
Wait, you what? You escaped?
Had to. They came for me, Trent. Because of what I saw on the station. I saw what did this to us. To me. There were these ships. But they weren't there. They weren't...
Lonigan, you're not making sense.
You don't understand. They know me now. I'm not safe here anymore. None of us are. Trent, we gotta get off Manhattan.
Hey, wait, Lonigan!
wake up!
Whoa. You look terrible. Are you alright?
I don't know.
What happened to you?
2 men. They jumped me. Oh, my chest. Where's Lonigan?
Lonigan? Who's Lonigan?
They must have taken him.
Trent, pull yourself together. Remember Ashcroft and the mission.
Yeah.
You'll be fine. Come on, Trent. We got work to do.
Are you sure you're up for this?
I'll be fine.
Then I'll see you when you get back. Good hunting.
Well, that was creepy. So that was Lonigan, the man that Trent, our character, was to meet and do a business deal with on Freeport 7 when the station was attacked. And of course we still have our mission, but I'm sure we'll be finding out more about the events of that cutscene as the story continues. But I'm afraid that we'll have to wait until next time. I'll see you then. It'll be fun.